I came to the medical school in 1987. My sister was a student at the School of Allied Health Sciences studying nutrition, and she had a friend that was in the medical genetics program here at the university, and there was a job opening. And I was a young mom looking for a full-time job. And so this job opening came. I interviewed and I was hired to work in pediatrics in the medical genetics division. And I was there for about 4 years, and then I went to the Health Science Center and worked in financial services with Jerry Ellis and Maria Hillman. And then I took what I call a sabbatical and went to work at West Houston Medical Center for about 16 months. But in administration, I found that the grass is not always greener on the other side, so I came back to the medical school. I put in my resume at Human Resources, and Catherine Thatcher in the Office of Administration found my resume, and it seemed to be exactly what she was looking for. So I've been in the Office of Administration, or the Office of Administration and Faculty Affairs for the last 23 years. So I've been here a while. The size of the school has changed. The students have grown from, I think, 200 when I was here early on to 240. The faculty have more than doubled, especially in clinical faculty. The research has just excelled exponentially. And our building, of course, has changed, especially since Tropical Storm Allison. We've created new buildings and continue to create new buildings. The people haven't really changed that much. The people are great. They've always been quality, but I see our education, our research, and clinical aspects just increasing and growing and focusing more, thought-provoking. I see more service to the community than when I first. That focus is even stronger now than when I was here. I love my job. I found what I love, and I love the people. I love making people happy. I love making others fulfilled in what they're doing, helping them to fulfill their job requirements, their research. I love helping the students be successful in their activities, and I love the people that I work with. I've gotten so many friends, that are now either retired, have moved on, but Facebook is wonderful because you can keep up with people that way. So, I enjoy the people. I enjoy resolving problems and finding solutions, and just helping people, other people do their jobs well. I think first and foremost is rebuilding the school after Tropical Storm Allison. We were so devastated during that time period. It was the whole building was dead for 30 days. We couldn't do anything, and so many people lost their research, all of their research, lost their animals. I had to find homes for about 85 to 100 people in a month in temporary locations. People moved or relocated their research temporarily to MD Anderson, to Baylor, to Rice, and the whole community really came together and helped resolve the situation, and then trying to rebuild back and make the building much better than before. I think we've accomplished that, and then building the MSC building next door. I got to start on the ground up, and even before the ground up to that, I had to move people out of the John Freeman building, find apartments and space for their research, find space for even the bookstore and copy services. And classrooms, we had to commandeer, if you will, conference rooms in the medical school to hold classes for those third and fourth year students. So, it's complicated. There's so many things that had to come together, and it's a big puzzle, and people worked well together, and were very easy for the most part and compliant and understanding and what needed to be accomplished to, number one, take that building down, and then the opportunity of having 4 floors of research and a brand new animal care facility is just something that we all should be proud of. Well, several ways they've influenced me. The people that I've met along the way, I've had 3 great mentors, and Maria Hillman in financial services and Jerry Ellis's office taught me about the rules and the regulations of the Health Science Center and how we have to be accountable for what we do, how we spend our money, not only to UT system but also to the state legislature and to our donors. So there's rules that we have to follow whether we like it or not. So there's reasons why we occasionally do have to say no, or reasons that we have to find other opportunities and ways of doing things. I like to tell people my mantra is, don't tell me why I can't, tell me how I can. So if we do have to say no, then we can find a way to accomplish what you're trying to do in a reasonable way that's compliant with our guidelines of UT system and the state legislature and the Health Science Center. But, and then Catherine Thatcher was my mentor here she was the Director of Management Services and Administration, and she taught me communication. That communications, people can handle almost anything if you give them enough notice and if you give them a reasonable reason why things are happening, and just keep the lines of communication open, that we can accomplish everything together if we just communicate with one another. And then Nancy McNeil is the master mentor. She communicates well and gives wise counsel to so many people in the university, and I'm very fortunate to work with her, and she's mentored me for many, many years since she came in 2003. So, it's, again, the people that have influenced me. I feel like I've had some influence and others in helping people find research space. Every dean has their own set of priorities, and things sometimes change. So we just follow. We're here to serve, and with a smile on your face is all possible. And I think we do that, and it's just been a great place to work. Tropical Storm Allison, just really put a big plaster of memory on my mind. It was 4:30 in the morning that Saturday morning when I got a call from work control, and they said that the medical school basement was flooded totally, and there was about 10 to 12 inches of water on the ground floor of the medical school. So I immediately called Rick Gaines, who was the Associate Dean for Management here at the medical school at the time, and spent the day on the phone with department chairs, DMOs, division directors, telling them the condition of the medical school and the ensuing months and years that it took to rebuild this place. Was a big impact on my life, and the impact on the lives of so many other people. Conference operations, I feel like I've had the pleasure and the joy to know those group. I'm so proud of them. When I first started working with them and providing oversight for conference operations, they were still scheduling classes and meetings on a big, huge notebook by hand. And Valerie Buchanan's now taken that group, exponentially higher. They've implemented Ad Astra across the university, not just at the medical school, to schedule classes and meetings online. And it's not conference operations doing it. It's the person who wants to schedule it. It's opened up the opportunity for everybody. Their website gives so much information, and that group individually exceeds um, customer service excellence. And so very proud of them and their abilities and the things that they do for this school, just behind the scenes. But it's great to acknowledge them and the work that they do.